Hey everyone, I'm back, and today we're going to be talking about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. And this movie came out in 1991, and it stars Kevin Costner, directed by Kevin Reynolds, the same director as Waterworld, which was bad if you ask me. And this movie was also very bad. And in terms of how much I enjoyed each film, I think I found Waterworld funnier than this one, like laughing at the movie, not with it. Whereas this movie was just more boring and kind of a chore to sit through. The only things that I liked about the movie were the supporting cast I liked. Like Morgan Freeman was good, and Alan Rickman, I liked him in the movie. But aside from that, there wasn't anything that I liked. The action, I didn't care for one bit. Mostly because none of the characters are likable or interesting, and there's way too many cuts and also too many close shots. I can barely see the location, and sometimes it's just a quick cutting while having close ups on characters, and you can't make out what's going on. And also, Kevin Costner, I thought he was bad in this movie. I never once believed that he was Robin Hood. He does not even attempt an English accent in this movie, and it's pretty well known that he doesn't even attempt an English accent in this movie, so I'm not going to go on for that for very long. The movie also opens up with a prison escape, and the reason it doesn't work for me is because there's no build-up to it. The characters are not well established or interesting, and narratively you would expect to see something happen or have something intriguing happen, but instead it's just you being thrown into a bunch of nonsense, and that's it. There's nothing compelling about anything that they show in this movie. And I just kept thinking while watching this movie that this entire movie was parodied by Robin Hood Men in Tights, and I was just constantly thinking how much more I enjoyed that movie. And it does pretty much everything better, despite it being a parody. It's a more compelling narrative, and you can get behind what they're doing a lot better than anything that's going on in this movie. It's really sad, actually. And also, partially what makes it difficult to care about anything that goes on in this movie is that a good chunk of this movie, like in the first 10 minutes especially, takes place off screen. I felt as though I was missing so much important information in the first 10 minutes that it just felt like we were just thrown into this situation and I didn't care about anything. The music in this movie was overly used and really trying to be triumphant in so many scenes, but the movie never once earned this, and therefore I just found it to be completely inappropriate whenever it showed up. It's like, why are we being treated to this music? There's nothing about triumphant music that fits into this scene. There's nothing about what we're seeing that feels as though any of these emotions are earned. It just comes across as manipulative. This movie is way too long for what it is. Did not need to be almost 2.5 hours long. The romance scenes in this movie were forced and boring. I never once believed that these two characters had any chemistry whatsoever. I never once understood what either of them liked about each other, nor do I understand if there's anything to like about any of the characters in this movie. Nothing in this movie mattered narratively, and also there were a few attempts at comedy that did not land for me. And what makes things worse is that I never once felt as though I was on a living, breathing environment. I just felt at points that I was on a set. Like, this doesn't feel like it's taking place in 1191. It feels like it's on a movie set. And that's about all I have to say about Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves. I didn't even feel as though he was a Prince of Thieves in this movie, now that I think about it. Like, what gave him that title that felt earned? Couldn't even tell you. But anyways, a little off topic. I did not care for this movie whatsoever. I liked it about as much as I did Waterworld. But I'm more likely to revisit Waterworld. It was at least funny at points. This movie's not funny. There's nothing to really enjoy except for Alan Rickman at points. He was kind of entertaining and over the top. And Morgan Freeman, I liked seeing him on screen, but aside from that, there's really nothing to take away from this film. It's boring, too many close shots to where you can't make out what's going on in the action or non-action scenes. Nothing in the movie feels earned. It's all very manipulative. The characters are underdeveloped, or they just have nothing compelling about them. And so, with all that, what is there left to like in the movie? So, with all that being said, I'm going to give Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves a 2 out of 10. Thank you for watching my videos. As always, if you enjoyed this review, be sure to leave a like and comment down below you thought of Robin Hood, Prince of Thieves, and my social media links. They will all be in the description, so follow me there. And last but not least, subscribe to be a part of Foley Nation, and I'll see when I get my next review up, and that is going to be for My Old Ass. So look forward to that, but until I get that up, thank you for watching and have a great day.